There's a land over there across the water. There's a land over there across the seas. We must find a way to a better day, so we can set our hopes on being free. In my dreams, I was walking through a meadow, and by chance I happened to hear such sweet sounding words I often heard, but the message was so good for one and all. Israel, Israel, finally, I glanced over a hillside. Many things. People moan and they weep and they sing. They sing melodies that are bound to be. You see, this is the greatest story ever told. They sing, we are the nation of the Bible. They sing, we are the children of the Lord. We have come to claim our glory and fame. As you've done to us, the Lord is gonna do the same to you, Israel. Then the earth just stood still for a moment, and the birds started singing their song. It was such a sight, much to my delight. All the people faced the east and began to mourn.
We're back. My name is Yamsuf Arif. I, along with Brother Contra, my co-host and friend and fellow elder and brother, and a brother that was standing the gap with you, and my Isha, which is my wife, Sister Sonia, are here today to bring to your studies. Perhaps some of y'all are still getting twisted up, twisted time, Twistmas. It's incumbent upon you to know what you're celebrating. It would be advantageous upon you to know what you're celebrating. Simply celebrating something for the sake of celebration in itself is not good enough. Our Most High left us laws through Moses and so on and so forth, how our celebration should look like. I know that the modern day so-called Jews celebrate Hanukkah. That was not a representation of what Moses shared with the nation. Although we will study the Maccabees and so on and so forth to get some historical perspective. of the conspiracy against us, starting with the Greeks and the Romans and so on and so forth. They were not the only ones. But as far as universal white race supremacy is concerned, they were the first to bring the final kingdom into play, which is universal racist supremacy, which has no border within itself. It knows no border within itself. It's a loose conglomerate of nations that is cemented with the idea of universal white race supremacy. And the evidence speaks for itself. They have the World Bank, the World Health, the World this, and so on and so forth. So what I'm saying is factual, and it speaks for itself. Some of you may say, "Oh, Yum Sufa, you don't know what you're talking about." See, they got countries over there in the land, Africa, and they got leaders. Yeah, they got leaders do what they told when they told how they told. Truth be told, because they got textiles over there they can't put on the market, universally speaking. They get a whole lot of clothes from the welfare and Goodwill that they tell them you better put these on. Don't send nothing on the market talking about some textile. We run this. Y'all don't run nothing. Yes, they have so-called leaders all over the universe. But universal white race supremacy runs everything and anything. And you better believe it. Because it's the last kingdom. I mean, it runs things. That being said. But Brother Contra and I will be studying with you in the book of Nehemiah, chapter 12, the reformation of the priests and Levites. And Nehemiah dedicates the wall. Don't say nothing about no Hanukkah. But Brother Cottrell will bring the studies of First Maccabees. And he will bring about how the interest of the Greeks into the concept of universal white race supremacy, the beginning of this universal domination. But before we do that, I'd like to thank the Most High for the opportunity to study him, his formats and procedures on the Real Talk for Real People show. I'd like to thank the Most High for the food I eat, the water I drink, and so on and so forth. I'd like to thank the Most High for my Esau, my family, my Esau, which is my wife, Nisanya, and my family. I'd like to thank the Most High for Brother Cottrell and his family, a man that is dedicated to the Most High, duty-bound and morally obligated to do no less in his best interest, and certainly in the best interest of our people. And it's just that simple. All praises and thanksgiving given to the Most High. As I said, some of you are out there still fat, full of everything, or getting fat due to Twistmas. I call it Twist Must Time, which virtually is Christ's Mass time. So I simply call it Twistmas because y'all got it twisted. Reason why? Because you don't understand the Most High, you don't study the Most High, and you go along with whatever your enemy tells you to do. It's good enough for you. Oh, Yum So he's just an old fool. He don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna celebrate Twistmas whenever I feel like. I'm gonna go get me a whole lot of stuff out my chin, a whole lot of stuff, which don't virtually mean anything. And then I'm gonna be hungry the rest of the month because I can't pay for anything else. I won't pay my bills the rest of the month because I can't pay the bills. And I'll wait till the food stamp come by the first check in January. And so on. How insane is that? That's the definition of insanity according to Alcoholics Anonymous. And believe you me, I attended. Which is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We have been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And we've got more of the same. We celebrate their holidays. Holla simply means holy days. And what is it? What has it availed us? Not much at all. We're still being killed. We're still being mistreated. We're still being abused. We're still being dominated. And every aspect and a component of our lives are simply controlled under the universal concept of universal white race supremacy. Yet we still follow the gods of our enemies. How insane is that? That's simply madness. which helped reduce us to a monstrosity. So, without further ado, let me bring my dear Isha on, Sister Lasanya, who is the administrator of the show. And after that, my friend and brother and fellow elder, Brother Cottrell of New York City. Praise Yah. Lasanya, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is high. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, family. All praises to the Holy One of Israel. So happy to be back. So happy to be back. All praises. I'm happy to be back again. Ready to write some notes. Ready to get into the studies. Happy to hear you guys' voices. Just praying and thanking the Most High for all aspects of my life, and just ready to do it. Get down into the studies. All praises.
All praises, Nasanya. Well, Brother Cottrell, may the Most High bless you, brother. Your mic is hot.
Shalom, shalom. Bless you, all my soul and all that's within me. Bless his holy name. Giving all honor and praise to the Holy One of Yisrael, the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael. Thanking him for life, health, and strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, food, shelter, and clothing, and the opportunity, along with you, Brother Yam Sufari, and my sister Nasanya, to bring his word to the world, to the people, so we be prepared for his day of reckoning. All praise. How y'all doing? Most I bless y'all.
We're doing okay, brother. Thank you for asking. Maisha and I, we share the same sentiments when it comes to you and your family. How y'all doing? Praise y'all.
All praise. Everybody's doing well. We ain't doing Xmas, but we doing well.
Yeah, we're doing well, brother. We ain't got no stuffed turkeys and all that. Although I'm gonna get me a turkey. Don't get it twisted. I love me some turkey. I'm gonna wait till the price go down on them turkeys. But I like me some turkey. Now, you laugh all you want, country. I'm getting me a turkey, but I'm just waiting. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna get us a turkey because I like turkey, but I didn't like it for Twistmas. I just like turkey. Praise y'all.
As long as you ain't getting no ham, brother. As long as you ain't getting no ham.
Oh no. Don't start that, country. No, not here. Not here, country.
All
right, brother.
But, I won't be reading in the book of Maccabees. I'll be going to the book of Hosea.
Okay.
Hosea. Immediately
after Brother Cottrell.
Yes, sir.
Will you ever get to the book of Maccabees?
Maybe you might get to the book of Maccabees. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You might get there before me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we will share with you the book of Maccabees. We ain't got none of that on the Real Talk for Real People show. And Cottrell, as he alluded to, we'll be getting to the book of Hosea. And perhaps Yamsuf will be tackling the Maccabees, the first book of Maccabees, and so on and so forth. We're not going to leave none out of the equation in our studies. We don't have anything to hide. Praise God. So without further ado, my brother Cottrell is ready. My Esau, Sonia, the administrator show is ready. And the fellow students out there are ready. We're ready to proceed. And last night, my Esau, she's a good administrator. She informed me to go back on the Blog Talk radio show and let them know where we're at so they can come study with us. I will go back tonight and put up another notation that where we're at so they can, the 5,000 plus students that have been studying with us will come and study with us on Yard Stream, Real Talk for Real People show. Praise y'all.
Praise y'all.
Okay. Well, let's get started, shall we? The book of Nehemiah. The priests and the Levies. Now, these were the priests and the Levies who came with Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel. I like lineage. Not like the new thing they got. You know, new thing they got said, that was my cousin, and ain't no more I got to share with your own lineage. And the Most High raped a woman that was wedded to somebody and had a baby and so on and so forth. There's this quantification of the lineage. Not like, oh, lineage is very important. We already pointed that out to you. Who came up from Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and of Jeshua, Sariah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amariah, Baruch, Hatush, Shechaniah, Rehum, Merimoth, Iddo, Genetho, Abijah, Mejamin, Madiah, Bigla, Shemaiah, Joareb, Jediah, Zulu, Hamok, Helkiah, Jedidiah. These were the heads of the priests and their brethren in the days of Yahshua. Moreover, the Levies were Yeshua, Benu, Chemiah, Sherebiah, Yehuda, Manathiah, who led the Thanksgiving psalm singing. He and his brethren, also Babukiah, Uni, their brethren, stood across for them in their duties. Yeshua begot Joachim, Joachim begot Elisabeth, Elisabeth begot Joadah, Joadah begot Jonathan, and Jonathan begot Judu. Now in the days of Joachim, the priests, the heads of the father's house were of Sherebiah, Mariah of Remiah, Ananiah of Ezra, Mesullam of Amariah, Jehonanan of Meluchi, Jonathan of Shebiah, Yosef of Haran, Adna of Merimoth, Eki of Edu, Zechariah of Ginnethon, Muzalam of Abijah, Zikri, the son of Menajamin, of Modadiah, Belita of Bilgah, Shemu of Shemaiah, Johanathan of Jerib, Mathini of Zodiah, Uzi of Sali, Kelly of Amuk Eber, of Hezekiah, Hezebiah of Zeadiah, Nathaniel, during the reign of Darius, whom the time the Maccabees came along after the reign of Darius, because they destroyed the Darius kingdom, the Persian. A record was also kept of the levies and priests who had been heads. Lineage is very important. Always been important to the Most High. Ain't no new thing gonna come along and talk about no Mary, John, Peter, Paul, and so on and so forth, and no lineage is ascribed to these individuals. Okay, that's not the way the Most High works. Lineage is very important. Praise Yah. Who had been the heads of the father's house in the days of Elisabeth, Zoadah, Johanna, and Yadua, the sons of Levi, the heads of the father's house unto the days of Johanna, the son of Elisabeth, were written in the book of the Chronicles. And the heads of the Levies were Hashabiah, Sherebiah, Yeshu, the son of Kedemiel, with their brethren across from them, to praise and give thanks. A group alternating with the groups, according to the command of King David, the man of Yah, Mantaniah, Begbukayah, Obadiah, Meshullam, Talmon, Aku, were gatekeepers, keeping the watch at the state storerooms of the gates. These lived in the days of Joachim, the son of Yeshua, the son of Jozadah, in the days of Nehemiah, the very brother we're reading about, studying about now, the governor, and of Ezra, the priest and the scribe whom we studied about. who were priests and Levies. Nehemiah, the brother that we are speaking in reference to, dedicates the wall after the rebuilding. Now, at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought out the Levies in all their places to bring them to Jerusalem to celebrate the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgiving and singing, with cymbals and string instrument and harps. And the sons of the singers gathered together from the countryside all around Jerusalem, from the villages of Nothatites, from the house of Gilgal, and from the fields of Gibbar and Asmaveth. For the singers had built themselves villages all around Jerusalem. You got to keep your gifts together. That's why they had those villages. So each one teach one. Then the priests and the Levies purified themselves and purified the people, the gates and the walls. So I brought the leaders of Yehuda up on the wall and appointed 2 large thanksgiving choirs, singers. One went to the right hand of the wall toward the refuse gate. These were thick walls. You could walk upon them. After them went Hoshaniah and half of the leaders of Yehuda, and Azariah, Ezra, and Meshullam, Yehuda and Benjamin, and Shemaiah and Jeremiah, some of the priests' sons with trumpets. Zechariah, the son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Manathiah, the son of Mishaiah, the son of Zakur, the son of Asaph, and his brethren. Shemaiah, Arizel, Mamali, Galali, those sound like European names to me. Mai, Nathaniel, Yehuda, and Hanani, with the musical instruments of King David, the man of Yah. And Ezra, the scribe, went before them by the fountain gate in front of them. They went up the stairs of the city of King David on the stairway of the wall, beyond the house of King David, as far as the water gate eastward. A whole lot of folks were on the wall. A whole lot of us. The other Thanksgiving choir, the singers, went to the opposite way, and I was behind them, Nehemiah said, with half of the people on the wall. There's a whole lot of folks. Those weren't no little walls. Those were like you could probably put a wagon on one of them walls and took around. They were very thick walls. Going past the tower of the ovens as far as the broad wall, and above the gates of Ephraim, above the old gate, above the fish gate, the tower of Hananiel, the tower of the 100 as far as the sheep gate. And they stopped by the gate of prison. They stopped. Isn't that funny? They stopped. They didn't go past the gate of prison. They stopped right there. So the 2 Thanksgiving singers stood in the house of Yah. Likewise, I, Nehemiah, says, half of the rulers with me, and the priests, Elikim, Manashiah, Manajamin, Messiah, Elani, Zechariah, Hananiah, with trumpets. Also, Mashiach, Shemaiah, Eleazar, Uzi, Jehonathan, Malchijah, Elam, Ezar, the singers sang loudly with Zariah, the director. Also that day, they offered great sacrifices and rejoiced, for Yah had made them rejoice with great joy. Yah can make you rejoice with great Yah if you're on the right path. And the women and the children also rejoiced. We didn't mother our women and children. Also, we didn't have the patriarchal universal white race supremacy system in play. So our women and children had much more latitude. They weren't like under the Roman Catholic Church, where they have little boys and girls under the robes and doing dastardly things to them. No, the little women, our women and children, also were respected and loved and appreciated. You didn't have those perverts in the Roman Catholic Church doing the dastardly deeds to them under the filthy robes. so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard afar off. And the temple had responsibilities. At the same time, some were appointed over the rooms of the storehouse for the offerings, the first fruit. My wife and I just spoke about the first fruit. The newborn and the first fruit, and the tithes to gather into them from the fields and the cities, the portion specified by the law for the priest and the levies. For Yehuda rejoiced over the priest and the levies, who are a primary source outside the Most High. It's the Most High, the levies, and the king. The Most High, the levies, and the king. And rejoice over the priests and levies who ministered. Both the singers and the gatekeepers kept the charge of their Elohim and the charge of the purification, according to the command of King David and King Shlomo his son. For in the days of King David and Asaph of old, the old Asaph, not the new one, there were chiefs of the singers, people in charge of the singers, and songs of praise. You couldn't sing what you want to sing. You couldn't sing shake, shake, shake it, baby, don't you break it. No, y'all wasn't going. And the king wasn't going, and King Shlomo wasn't going. King David wasn't going, and King Shlomo. It was all these songs were, as we play on the Real Talk for Real People study show, it's designed to praise the Most High and to encourage his nation. Not no shake, shake, shake it, baby, don't you break it. Not that kind of mess. That ain't music. That's a monstrosity. That's garbage. And the charge of their Elohim and the charge of the purification, according to the command of King David and King Shlomo his son. For in the days of King David and Asaph of old, the old Asaph, not the new one, were chiefs of the singers and songs of praise and thanksgiving to Yah. In the days of Zerubbabel and in the days of Nehemiah, all Israel gave the portion for the singers and the gatekeepers, and a portion for each day. We provided for our singers, and they had to have a concert. We provided for our singers and for our gatekeepers. They also consecrated holy things for the levies. And the levies consecrated them for the children of Aaron, the lineage from Aaron, who produced the high priest. Really quite self-explanatory if you studied along with us. We didn't do things by chance and a happenstance. We did things in lineage, and we did things according to the commands of Moses and those primary laws. And we didn't make up new laws and make up new holidays, as in the case of Hanukkah. We in our studies, there's no studies and mention of Hanukkah. Those studies were brought about the so-called Jews, that holiday. So, but whatever the Most High provides for us by way of Moses the prophet, other feasts and festivals and so on and so forth. My Esau and I was just talking about that. Whom we subscribe to. No Christmas time, no Thanksgiving time. Well, yes, we did give Thanksgiving, but we gave Thanksgiving our way. And so all the laws that we prescribe to are the laws represented by Moses, shared with the nation by Moses. No additives. We don't need no new thing. We don't need no Jew thing. We need our thing, which is the Most High thing. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Brother Cottrell, Sister Nasanya, you have the mics, and may the Most High bless you.
Shalom. I have no commentary at this moment. The only thing that I was really one of the things that I was taking from here was the lineage. How that we always get our, the lineage of who we're talking of. We get the lineage so far back as like great grandfathers. And that's one of the things that I took was taken from here as well.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah. And so it should be. But Sister Nasanya, my Esau, so it should be. Brother Cottrell.
All praise to the Holy One of Yisrael for another great lesson in our history. And the point that Sister Nasanya brought up about lineage is so important. And why is lineage important? If you look at Judaism, anybody could be a rabbi. All you got to do is go to a rabbinic school and be a rabbi. But as we read this chapter, it was about lineage, about the different tribes, because you could only be a priest, which Judaism doesn't have. Judaism have rabbis. They don't have a priesthood, nor do they look for the lineage of the priesthood from the tribe of Levi, because they're talking about they're Jews, or they think they're Judah. But we can see in this chapter that we read, there was a distinction between the tribe of Judah and the tribe of Levi. And within the tribe of Levi, there is the house of Aaron, who were the priests. And you had to have your lineage in line in order to become a priest in the nation of Israel. Not only did we mention the priesthood, we also mentioned the king and the king's line. So the Jews today don't have no royal seed. They have a parliament and a democracy. Where's the royal seed amongst Judaism that we see here in the house of Israel? And then we had the singers. And our people are known for our ability to sing and influence people with our music. Jewish people, Judaism, not so much. And we prided ourselves in how we played our instruments and how we sang and gave praise to Yah. You don't hear that too much from Judaism or from Jewish people. So we could start seeing the distinction between the religion of Judaism and the true ethnicity and the line of the people, the true Israelites, because we come from many tribes. We had a priestly tribe and we had a royal tribe. And Judaism doesn't proclaim either one, not a priestly tribe or a royal tribe. So these are the things that people need to pay attention to. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. And that's why I tried to clarify and clear the air. We are not Jews. Jew, the name Jew is a derivative of a tribe, Yehuda. There was the Levites there at that point in time. There was the Benjamin tribe there at that point. Where are they? Where are they? You're going to name yourself after a tribe. But where are the Benjamins? Where's the Levites? If they're not there, yeah, something ain't right.
Where's your singers? Where's your singers? Where's your praise?
They can't sing. They can't sing.
Not like us.
No, not like us.
They trying.
I don't even think they're trying.
Nah, they ain't trying.
They trying to put some umph in their voices.
Yeah, they trying, sugar, but it ain't working. It ain't working. All right. And that's what we bring to you, fellow students. We humbly bring to you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We don't bring to you a derivative. We don't bring to you a name that's derivative of a tribe, of the tribe of Yehudites, and the name Jew, which is just a derivative of a tribe, Yehuda. And the Benjamins, they were there. The Levites, they were there. They were the last to be taken into captivity. So therefore, something is amiss here. But if you didn't know that, you're not studying that. And that's what we do on the Real Talk for Real People study show. We study. We don't let our enemies lead us into study. We let the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, and our brothers and sisters who are one of us, lead us into our studies. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. So without further ado, my brother and friend and fellow elder and a brother that was standing in the gap with you is about to conclude the studies in the book of Hosea, the first chapter. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
All praise to the Holy One in Yisrael, the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael. For all of our prophets, we're about to go into the prophet Hosea, whose name means salvation. And I will stand in the gap for some, but it depends on who you are. All praise.
I'm like you. I'm with you on that one, my man, my brother, my friend.
I ain't standing in the gap with everybody.
Me neither. You sure know what to say, brother. You sure know. Hey, brother Cottrell, I ain't saying you sure know what it said. I'm taking it down south. You sure know what it said. Praise
Oh, do.
God.
Yeah.
Praise God, brother.
Just know I don't stand in the gap with everybody. Only the
Exactly.
righteous, those dedicated to the Most High.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise God.
Praise God.
So in the book of the great prophet, the prophet Hosea, whose name means salvation, we're going to see his ordeal as a prophet. Because I hear Israelites talking about they prophet and prophetess and all this and all that. But are you really a prophet? Because y'all required great things of these prophets, not just their words, but their deeds and their actions. And the prophet Hosea, he had to go through an ordeal. Let's find out what he had to go through. In the first chapter of the book of Hosea, it goes on to say, this is the word of Yah that came to Hosea the prophet, the son of Beri, during the reign of Uzziah, Yaktang, King Ahaz, King Hezekiah, all kings of Yehuda, and during the reign of King Jeroboam, the son of King Joash, the kings of Israel. So he had ministration over how many kings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 kings. He lived through 7 kings, the prophet Hosea. When Yah began to speak through Hosea, the prophet, Yah said to Hosea, go forth and take a harlot for a wife. Whoa. What, Yah? What you want me to do? Do what? Take a harlot for a wife and father children of harlotry. For the people have devoted themselves to adultery and turned away from Yah. So when we turn away from Yah and worship idols, the idols of the nation, it's equivalent to adultery in the eyes of the Most High. Spiritually, on the spiritual plane, when our people are in these churches and worshiping false gods and in all these different denominations of religions, we're committing spiritual adultery. And he wanted the prophet to marry a harlot. Wow. How many men would marry harlots? I know some men, they go up in strip clubs and they see a pretty girl they try to get hooked up with. But how does that really work out? Therefore, Hosea went forth and took Gomer, a harlot, a female, the daughter of Diblaim, and she conceived and bore him a son. Then Yah said to him, name the boy Yezreel. For in a short time I will punish the house of Jehu, king of Israel, for the blood shed at Yezreel, and I will bring an end to the kingdom of the house of Israel. This is the northern kingdom. On that day, I will demolish the bow of Israel in the valley of Yezreel. These wayward kings, these corrupt kings, these kings who were committing adultery because they were worshiping the gods of other nations. So the time of reckoning had come. When Gomer, Hosea's wife, conceived again and bore him a daughter, Yah said to him, give her the name Lo Ruhama, for I no longer have compassion on the house of Israel. Yah was fed up. I'm done. You're not listening to my prophets. You're not trying to return to me. You're not asking me for forgiveness for the sins that y'all committing. I'm done with y'all. Y'all no longer have my love and compassion for y'all during this time. Nor do I wish to forgive them. However, I do have pity on the house of Yehuda, and I will save them by Yah, the Elohim. So Yehuda, the kings of Yehuda were doing a little bit better than the kings of Israel. At least they would call on the Most High before they did it. At least some of them called on the Most High, like their father, King David. And Yah guided them in what they were doing. But I will not deliver them by war, nor by sword or bow, nor by horses or horsemen. After Gomer had weaned Lo Ruhamah, she conceived and bore him a son. Then Yah said, give him the name Lo Ami, for you are not my people, and I am not your Elohim. That's the breaking point right there. Yah was fed up with all of us. You're not my people, oh Lord, and I'm not your Elohim. And it's been a disaster for us ever since. Yom Sufar, he calls us a monstrosity. And this is when it all happened. When Yah said, you are not my people, and I am not your Elohim. What a sad day for us when Yah proclaimed those words. Praise Yah and bless his holy name.
Praise Yah, Brother Cottrell. Thank you for bringing those studies to us from the book of Hosea, the prophet. And as Brother Cottrell alluded to, a prophet has to go through some dire, dastardly things that most of us wouldn't consider the matter in regards to marrying a prostitute and having babies by her and calling the babies those names. So as Brother Cottrell alluded, a lot of us call ourselves prophet and prophetess, and they have no idea whatsoever the requirements and duties of a prophet in our prophecies is concerned in our nation. Why? Why, you may ask? Because we don't study our history. And basically, what they call the so-called Bible is simply our history, our historical relationship with the Most High, not a religion, our historical relationship with one another. And that works more to our benefit, and we don't get any other idols involved in our nation. We don't seek any other idols. We don't seek idols. We don't get into idolatry. We don't get into what they're into now, these so-called religions. They're simply a derivative from the Roman Catholic Church, who by way of the Nicene Council, and Brother Cottrell said the rabbis at that time, the rabbis, and so on and so forth. Because Constantinople, mother had went to Jerusalem, and she had taken upon herself to say, oh, this is Christianity. I'm going to be a mere church here. And thus, by way of the Nicene Council and Constantinople, which produced so-called Christianity. And then the Roman Catholic Church, which so-called enforced it by way of their idolatry and their filthiness, keeping us confused, keeping us a mockery, and keeping us a monstrosity. That's why some of us elect to worship Twistmas time. I didn't say Christmas, I said Twistmas, keeping us twisted up. It's true. Lying to ourselves and our children by some so-called Twistmas. Praise Yah. Well, fellow students, my Esau, Sister Nasanya, the administrator of the show, I and Brother Cottrell, both fellow elders, both the same age. Brother Cottrell got me by a month or two, but that's all right. I try to keep catching up with him. That's why I try to keep these studies together.
As long as I'm alive, I'll be your elder.
Always.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. But I still try to catch up with him. It's true.
If I get the everlasting life that Yah's promised me, you'll never catch up.
Well, by the looks of it, Brother Cottrell, I've tried, but I ain't. It's true. Fellow students, praise Yah. My wife, my friend, and brother elder, we've done our due diligence. We brought to you the word of Yah. We didn't bring to you an idolatry, an idol, a pigmentation of somebody's imagination. Is basically our enemies, because it's conspiracy against us. If you don't know what a conspiracy look like, it don't stop. It keeps going on and on and on and on to the break of dawn, so to speak. So when people conspire against you to take your name away, to take your identity away, to work you from sun to sundown, to rape your women and your children, and to murder you at their will, and then say you're free. Free from what? Free from the lies and idolatry? No, we're inundated with lies and idolatry. And because the reason why we don't study the word of Yah, that's why we're totally twisted in Twistmas time. What a shame. What a mockery. The Most High said we would be a mockery. And certainly the evidence speaks for itself. That's what we are. But Brother Cottrell, Sister Nasanya, and I are here to bring you the truth of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaqub, and an idea and perspective on his people. Our history wasn't written for a warm and fuzzy feeling. It was written for a word of caution, the do's and the don'ts, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. That's what they were written for. We are not a religion. We are a nation under the auspices of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaqub, the only God. Praise Yah. So, that being said, the Most High word's going to work in spite of us or irregardless of us. But it'll work much more for your benefit if you utilize it. You love it. You cling to it. You meditate on it. Because things will become much clearly for you. And the shadows and the doubts will disappear and dissipate. You'll say, oh, wow, it's true. You'll have joy in your heart. Praise Yah. Brother Cottrell, Sister Nasanya, my Esau. Any closing remarks in the comments?
No closing remarks for me. Just good night. Hopefully see everybody tomorrow. Continue with some more studies.
Praise Yah. Thank you, sister. Sister, thank you, wife. May the Most High bless you. Brother Cottrell.
All praise to the Holy One of Israel. I caught those jewels that you was throwing out there, Yamsu. I caught those jewels.
Exactly.
Because you was dropping bombs, son. You was dropping bombs.
Mm-hmm.
You had me traveling through deep waters.
I ain't lying.
And the fact that it gave me a paradigm that we're outside the matrix now, that we understand the word of Yah.
Exactly.
Because we're made of mental, spiritual, and physical. Exactly. And our captors, those who rule over us, have managed to put us in a box by way of religion. Those who have captives over us have managed to put us in a box because they're our teachers when we go to public schools. Those who are our captives have managed to put us in a physical box because our greatest warriors, they play little boys' game and make the most money. And we debate and arguing over who's the greatest sports star when our greatest sports star should be fighting for our cause. So this knowledge gives us the ability to step outside the matrix that we're in. And they have our people in a matrix, in boxes mentally, spiritually, and physically, only because we don't know the word of Yah and what our purpose is that he created us for. So when we give thanks to Yah, it's from the bottom of our hearts that he took us outside the matrix to be able to see clearly and to follow the path that he designed for us, for our salvation and for our future. All praise to the Holy One in Israel for his loving kindness and his tender mercies towards us. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Praise Yah, Brother Cottrell.
All praises, all praise.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah, Sister Nasanya. Praise Yah, fellow students. As my Esau said, the administrator of the show, as the Most High, according to Brother Cottrell, has said, according to the Most High, praise Yah. We love you. May the Most High bless you. Shalom and good night.
I was out there in the wilderness, yeah, on the streets of Babylon. People rushing, doing wicked now. Made me wish that I was home in Israel. The king of Babylon sits upon his throne, trying to make us all his fools. Ooh. Always tempting to do unrighteousness. He wanna make us break our rules. I really wonder, will I see you in the early morning once again? Wisdom, wisdom. Will I see you in the early morning once again? Wisdom. God gave us wisdom, wisdom, and that's without a doubt. When He taught us all His law, keep us rushing, doing foolish now. Now it seems that we are lost. I love your wisdom. Won't you stay with me? Hold me in your arms so tight, with all your might. And after Lucifer, we'll get you, that's for sure. Hold on to wisdom, that's your life. Oh, will I see you in the early morning once again? Wisdom, wisdom. Will I see you in the early morning once again? Oh Lord, wisdom, wisdom. Will I see you in the early morning once again? Wisdom, wisdom. Will I see you in the early morning once again? Oh Lord, oh Lord. I need to go with you. Oh, talking about wisdom. Rise, will you still be by my side? Will you hold me in your arms? Will you rock me? Wisdom, will you rock me? Will you hold me? Will you love me? Will you care for me? Wisdom, 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 wisdom. Oh, in the morning when I rise, will you still be by my side? Will you hold me in your arms? Will you rock me? Wisdom, will you rock me? Will you hold me? Will you love me? Will you care for me? Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. Oh, in the morning when I rise, will you still be by my side? Will you hold me? Will you love me? Will you hold me? Hold me? Wisdom, will you love me? Will you hold me? Will you care for me? Hold me, love me. Wisdom, wisdom. Will I see you in the early morning once again? Wisdom, all the good things in life. Will I see you in the early morning once again? Will you love me? Will I see you in the early morning once again? Will you hold me? Will you love me? Will you care for me? Wisdom.